Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another movie review. But this time it's one that's kind of like a blast from the past in the sense that I do remember watching this movie. I remember the name, remember the main lead actor and all that stuff, but I don't remember anything else. um, so this movie is from 1977. Yeah, that long ago. I was 1 year old at that time, but I didn't watch it at that time. I watched it sometime around 1990, I believe. Um, a cousin of mine who's about 3 years older than me, he was into this movie quite a lot. He loved this movie, and when he was in town, he showed me this film and said, like, he really enjoyed this movie and want to watch it. So I watched it with him at that time, but that's all I remember. I just remember it stars Burt Reynolds. Um, it's got something to do with trucks, some kind of a chase, and there is a cop that's behind him. That's all I remember. So of course I am talking about Smokey and the Bandit, and I know that there are a couple of other movies, but I only remember the first one that I know of. I only watched that one. I do plan on watching the other movies as well. It's available on Netflix, and I remember this movie when I was checking something else. It was in the in a YouTube video of somebody who was going through some going through their Blu-ray hauls, and they mentioned this movie, and it immediately sparked the memory of me watching this movie. I think in my grandmother's place in Matanjeri with my cousin, and he was really into it. So I wanted to watch this movie because I don't remember anything about the movie at all, and like it would be nice to watch a movie which we kind of enjoyed as kids. But like I said, 1990, I was 13, going on 14 that year. August is my birthday, so I watched it at that time. I am 44 right now, so I don't really remember too much about it. Like I mentioned, only those points. So basically the movie is the directorial debut of stuntman Hal Needham. I'll have to check and see what else he's done. Movie stars Burt Reynolds and Sally Field. I did not remember that, but yeah, she is there. Jackie Gleason, who plays the sheriff known as Smokey. Jerry Reed, who plays the partner in crime for Burt Reynolds' character, the Bandit. Pat McCormick, Paul Williams, and Mike Henry. I don't know any of the other characters. I think I've heard about Jackie Gleason quite a bit, but he is of the era where I've not really watched any of his movies. Maybe I've seen him here and there. I'll have to check out his stuff as well. Burt Reynolds, yes, of course, I've seen him in a few stuff, so he's pretty familiar to me, of course. And Sally Field, but not the others. So here's the thing. The movie is basically about there's two bootleggers who are carrying how many 400 cases of Coors beers. You didn't find any other beer from Texarkana to Atlanta, Georgia, and it's illegal to actually to ship it across. But they decide to do it for the money for I forgot, it's some kind of race program, and the people running it say they want to. The people who are sponsoring the odds-on favorite wants to celebrate in style, and that's why they want those 400 bottles of Coors, or 400 cases of Coors beers. So they go and basically almost steal it, but they do leave the money. And so Bandit basically is the distraction, while his friend, the snowman, Cladis Snowman Snow, that's his name, played by Reed, is actually the one hauling the beers in a truck. So, and it's up to Gleason's character, the sheriff. What is his actual name in the movie? Sheriff Buford T. Justice, along with his son Junior. So he plays Smokey basically. So they try to chase. There's a lot of odd, funny chases, and in comes this lady who has run from her. She was supposed to get married to Junior Justice, played by Mike Henry, and she left him at the altar because she doesn't actually love him. So Bandit basically helps her. I mean, when he says helps her, she kind of forces her way into his car, and she wants to get away from that area. So they are being chased across this place, the county or whatever, and they have to avoid the sheriff, because if they get caught, then they lose the money. Not only that, they will go to jail, and all the beer gets confiscated. So that's the entire premise of the movie. And of course, Smokey comes out the loser in the end. His car is almost damaged completely. Burt Reynolds' character does get the items in, and then they are offered another chance to go and get some clam chowder from Boston and bring it back in so many hours. So that's another chase that's going to happen. I'm not even sure if the sequel actually picks up from that particular point, but this is the entire movie. There is a little bit of a respect given from Bandit to the sheriff, so he actually informs him that he is the actual. He's never seen the bandit. Sheriff has never actually seen the bandit, so he actually informs him that this is the person. Turn around, I can actually see you. You can look at me, and then this is what happens. So they get a little bit of a running start, and then the sheriff goes on his own behind them, and that's how the movie ends. A little bit of laughs, a little bit of comedy, car chasing, and a lot of yelling by Buford D. Justice. So, however, I did enjoy the movie, although I did not enjoy it as much. This is not really the kind of movie that I would want to watch over and over again, but I didn't want to hit it up for the nostalgia factor. So, I actually thought I would enjoy it a lot more. To be honest, I did not. So I know this is a very famous movie, but the fact is, I don't really have that much fun. Uh, I think it's a lot to do with the yelling by the character of Buford T. Justice and a lot of other stuff. Just wasn't, I mean, at its time, I guess it was really a big hit, but just wasn't something that I found really entertaining. So I was kind of forcing myself to watch it before I fell asleep at night. And I'm not really that interested in it, to be honest. So I'm not really sure when I'm going to check out the, excuse me, I've got a little bit of the sniffles. I'm not really sure when I'm going to check out the sequels, but I will eventually do check it out, maybe sometime next month. Not sure. I've got quite a few movies that I want to watch this month. So here's the part that most people are not going to like. So if you're a fan of the movie, turn away right now. I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. Not really sure when I would actually watch it again. Not the biggest hit for me. Not the biggest kind of movie that I would want to watch. But yeah, nostalgically, yes, I did find some kind of satisfaction in finally sitting down and watching this movie. So that's all I've got to say about this film. It didn't really gel with me as much, but I do get it. Especially if you grown up watching this movie, you will definitely enjoy it a lot more than I did. Like I mentioned, I only watched it once, and I don't even remember the rest of the story. I didn't know that this is what they were doing. I don't remember that Sally Field was in the movie, although she's somebody who I've seen in quite a few movies. So, yeah, 7 out of 10. All right, guys, that's it for now. Take care, and I'll see you again pretty soon.